I would say there's a kind of shock when you retire. I got a little shock. In the community, there are people also who are ready to welcome you. They know that you have come home with something.
Yes.
So they will be your friends, and yeah, they will help you to enjoy your retirement benefits. And
You're
so
blessed with other people's successes.
I think I really do. Yeah.
It's a good place to be.
I do not enjoy seeing people suffering.
Yeah.
Have to have a purpose for living, surely, and then have a purpose for waking up
Yes.
in the morning.
Otherwise, you might not want to wake up.
Yeah.
Welcome back to your favorite investment channel, Nabu Capital. This is your host, Pius Mushiri, and I have my guest here, Japheth Yegon. And we have been getting nuggets of wisdom. These ones, you have to keep them. You need to write them somewhere. You need to pin them somewhere on your wall. Number one, your health is your number one asset, your number one sign of wealth. You can't enjoy your wealth without your health. Number two, make sure you have investments that are bringing cash flows. They're putting money in your pocket. If you have money in your pocket, cash is king. You can enjoy your life. How much money are you making while sleeping? That's the test, not when you show up at work. And now we want to go next. Retirement. What do you do when you are in retirement? Retirement does not mean you go home and sleep and wake up, watch TV, rock the chair, and wait for the darkness to come so that you can get back into the house to sleep again. No. Retirement is about getting to do what you love to do every single day of the year, getting to fulfill your mission in this life, getting to fulfill your purpose in this life. So, Mr. Japheth,
Yes.
you are retired, but I'm sure you don't. Do you agree with what I've just said, by the way?
I do. I have a few. I wish I could make more when I'm sleeping, the way you are saying. But certainly, yes, a few times I get a few checks coming my way, and they are really helping me.
They just find you where you are.
Oh yeah. They come.
The fruits of your investment.
Yeah, I wish I had more. I had done more. So, if somebody out there is able to do, I would encourage them to do that. But yes, after retirement, I was fortunate, like you say. Not everybody retires well. I was fortunate to retire well. I was fortunate to be released from my employment without any bad records or any cases following me, and that I really am grateful for that. And so I would encourage people to work well and be careful when they are working. So when I'm out there, I realize I'm more busy than when I was employed. Okay, I may not have timelines, but I learned to set objectives. I learned to plan fairly well. But I would say there's a kind of shock when you retire. I got a little shock. You know, you wake up and you are not going to job. You are not going to put on your tie. For some time, there was that Kupotesa network. And then in the community, there are people also who are ready to welcome you. They know that you have come home with something.
Yes.
So they will be your friends, and yeah, they will help you to enjoy your retirement benefits. So those ones are also there. We better be careful with them, but also not to be so mean, you know.
Yes.
It's good to share.
Add to the community.
Yes. But talking about what I do, I have a tight schedule when I'm home. One, I took up an opportunity to serve the community as a local church pastor. and that is like a full-time job. But in the village, I'm not doing it full-time. But I cannot say I'm not doing it full-time, because all that I am, I'm also trying to depict that kind of life that I am teaching others to do. So I am engaged in farming. Still growing. I'm not yet there, but I'm busy with farming.
Yes.
I started with a bigger number of workers, but now I've downsized. So we are kind of stabilizing. I do dairy, which is also still growing, but
Dairy farming.
Dairy farming.
Yes. Commercial.
Yeah, not commercial. It is. I intend to have it commercial.
Yes.
I'm happy because the dairy is able to give me gas for cooking.
Yes.
It's able to give me enough manure for the healthy foods which I talked about.
Yes.
I don't use fertilizers
So
in
you're
my
purely
vegetable garden. Yes.
Yes.
And then and that milk, it gives me some money. It's not everything. So I realize if somebody went to dairy just for milk, then you may not. It may take long. I may need maybe 3 or 4 years. I hope 3 years should be enough to make me make enough profits. I also grow tea, which is also going through a hard period at this time. I also grow trees. Trees I started growing even when I was working. It's another nice investment. So that when I'm home now, I'm able to use, buying timber in this country can be very, very expensive.
Yeah.
So I use my own timber. Occasionally when I'm tightly pressed and the checks from other investments is not quickly forthcoming, then I can sell a little bit of timber.
You can turn it into cash.
Oh yeah, it's gold actually. We call it green gold.
Green gold, yes.
You can even get $1 million.
It's still part of your investment. Yes.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. So I do that seriously. I like, apart from making income, it makes me contribute to making our environment better. Because trees contribute a lot to improving our environment. I also deal with people. Apart from dealing with them in the church, I deal with people, particularly the young people, talk to them, assist them in career development, assist them in avoiding pitfalls that I can see. Yeah. I have young people who get easily discouraged when they hit a pothole on the road. They don't want to look for a job. They don't want to, there are many reasons, excuses. So I have a passion for helping the youth, to encourage them, and if there is a way of assisting them, just to assist them when it is possible.
So it's interesting, something I'm picking from you, just from the moment we began. You studied community development, you spent your entire life, career life, doing community development through NGOs, through the government, and now even in your retirement, you're doing community development at a personal level.
Yes.
Is this what you feel is your purpose in life? Because I think that's one thing that many people struggle to figure out.
I think it's an obedience to higher call for me, because I wouldn't like to see young people suffering. In this country, okay, we may not all get jobs. So my definition of jobs will really be different from many people, because the starting point will really be different. What enables you to start is what I want to help the young person to start. Even if, like I have a young boy whom I was helping to start with our cooperative society, just to keep records for us for our milk. This young man is able to do something meaningful for the community, and is able also to be busy. At the same time, is giving back to the community. So when I see this young man, or when I saw this young man before, I would see him with very nice slippers or shoes in the morning. Is not the perception of work was so different. But I'm happy that I was able to remove him from his house, and especially the TV or the phone in the morning to active, productive work.
Yeah.
There are many others. I cannot say everything, but I think it is an obedience to, and also it's a role which I think I need to play. I wouldn't say that I have gotten everything I wanted, but I think a focus on the young people will really help even our society. We need everybody to have some level of success. But the obstacles that we face initially can be very discouraging for the young. So somebody should be here to listen to them.
Yeah.
And so that's why I do it. Even in schools, sometimes I go to schools and find that there are children who are really struggling because their parents are not able to meet all their needs. And these needs could be an old book, could be little money. So I do this from a heart that is caring, and I think I find a lot of fulfillment. And I have seen young people who have really gone far with little assistance, and that's why I continue doing it, because I'm always rewarded by their success. I do for my children. I help them a lot because that one I must do. But the extra energy that I have, or the extra resources that I get, I give back to the community.
Yeah. And that's amazing, because you have, once your investments are set up and we are bringing the cash flows, you can go and sell a tree. NABO Capital will send you some distribution. You're not going hungry. You start thinking about impact and your personal satisfaction. So you're doing these things, you're helping people, not because you want to make a lot of money, but because of the satisfaction that it brings you. It makes you feel human, complete.
And these are people who are with us, You talk about trees, I cannot count the number of, for house construction.
Yeah.
A young person will get a job, and instead of buying mabatis, he's still looking to buy a tree.
Yeah.
So really, there's a young boy I gave a tree to start a small kiosk. You can't believe, but he really grew his business.
Oh.
And
from your tree?
Right now, he goes buying tea. We grow tea from my area. So he has really moved.
Wow.
And I don't expect a lot from him, but I'm happy to see him busy and running and educating his children, taking care of his family. And
you're blessed with other people's successes.
I think I really do. Yeah. I do not enjoy seeing people suffering.
Yeah.
And in fact, that's why I'm even talking today in this forum, because I want others also to succeed.
It's not about you. It's
not about me.
About others.
Certainly not me.
Yeah. No, I think everybody wants to get there. You don't have to be 60 years old or 70 years old to impact on other people. You can do it when you're 30.
And let me also add something, that it is not because I am extremely rich or even rich.
And it's not because you're very rich, no.
We just have to have a heart of sharing.
Yes.
And because I had a saying in the past that when you want to go far, you go with people. But when you want to go fast, you go alone. Yeah, you will get tired so fast.
Yes.
You will get But if you want to go far, and that's what I want, is to go with all these people.
With as many people as possible.
And also to make sure that they don't weigh me down.
Yeah.
So you have to also have a lot of wisdom in how you go with people.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, take care of your health, take care of your investment,
Yeah.
and a little extra time,
Yeah.
give it to people.
Yeah. No, that's very important. And for me, I always say my personal calling is what I'm doing.
Yes.
Helping people to break the chains of poverty.
Sure.
And NABO is a platform that we use to help people.
Yes.
If we are taking care of your investments, we know you can go out and be impactful.
Yes.
To your community,
Sure,
to your society.
sure.
That's our purpose.
Yes.
That's our purpose. That's what we'll continue doing. Retirement or no retirement.
Yes.
And-
You're
and-
impacting people.
Impacting people. And that's even this channel is about impacting
Sure,
people.
Sure.
So that's a good point you bring. How do we get our fulfillment from other people's successes? Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, when we have a strong team like NABO must have been started by maybe a few people. When you have a stronger team, you can do the kind of things that we associate with NABO, even in our country. If it was only one person, or it was about one person, then probably you would relax in your house and enjoy. By the way, let me say something about NABOs. I have a young man from my village who, I don't know what happened, but one day somebody came to the village and said, we need somebody to take care of some garden somewhere. And he's so happy. When I met him recently in the village, and I was telling him, oh, Kumbe, you also come from the city and you enjoy walking. He said, even in the city, I walk with a hoe. Jembe.
Yes.
And it's amazing.
Wow. Wow.
So imagine NABO has impacted my village.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
And the family is
Your
happy.
investments are going.
You will never
the
know
far-reaching
about the
effect.
ripple effects of
Yes, the ripple
investment.
effect.
Yeah.
That is very satisfying to me. So you've reminded me something that I had yesterday in a forum I was in, and they say it was talking about retirement. This gentleman said, "Don't retire into nothing. Retire into something.
Yes.
Retire into your purpose." I can amend it a little bit. Retire into your purpose. Why are you here? Why were you born?
Sure.
Why? What value do you add to this world? And that's what you want to do when you're in retirement.
Sure. Yeah. Have to have a purpose for living, surely, and then have a purpose for waking up
Yes.
in the morning.
Others might not want to wake up.
Yeah. So when I wake up, I take a little time on myself. The rest of the time,
Yes.
out there.
Yeah.
And I retire tired and happy
Yeah.
and fulfilled.
Yeah.
And that's, by the way, that is also another important thing. If you are idle throughout the day, you will not be happy the night.
Yeah.
You'll just be like awake in the night when people are sleeping.
Yes.
So I sleep peacefully.
Yes.
Yeah, I may not have everything, but I sleep peacefully,
Yes.
and I'm satisfied that I have fulfilled my purpose for that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It's a good place to take a pause, and it's difficult to put what we've said here in very few words, but this is something I want you to think about. If you are in good health and you have enough money to eat, take care of your normal expenses, what would bring satisfaction to you? There is more than you. Life is not about you. Why were you born? Why are you here? Have you started living that purpose? I would want to throw that challenge to all of you out there who are listening to me. Think about your purpose. Let it be something that you're not just waiting for a perfect time to start. You can start now, but if in retirement, you will even go into full throttle. So very, very important point there. Retire into something, not into nothing. So we'll take a pause there until the next episode coming up shortly. Stay tuned in, and please share this very important clip. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with the people that you care, because this will impact very many people. Subscribe and see you on the next video.